answer of Sheila Dixit, that what she is doing, why she is doing, and why she is not reacting of the media's answer, and why she is absolutely passing the buck. Why she is overlooking the real fact, and by overlooking the real fact, why she is not giving an appropriate answer to the men people and to the girls who have been victimized by the civil acts earlier, who is victimizing now. They have to set an example. They have to set an example that they have to give a death punishment in front of the people, and they have to set an example for those civil acts who did this, for those culprits, for those perpetrators who did and who execute these kind of outrage acts and these kind of brutalized acts. The woman who was raped by that particular guy was a paramedical student. It means almost a doctor. And she was brutally raped by 4 people in a moving bus. This is the thing which makes everybody got stunned. It rocks the parliament also. It rocks the parliament. It rocks the parliamentarians. It rocks the country. Everywhere in India. I listened to the news, Star News yesterday in a 20 minutes bulletin news, where they said that everywhere in India, the Mango people is just doing a protest. Regarding that, they are just doing a protest, and they are constantly demanding for death penalty. And they are constantly doing the protest, and they are going with a candle march actually. So this is the main thing which is going on.
Home Minister's response, Jaya Bachchan broke down in the parliament.
Jaya Bachchan broke down in the parliament. What Jaya Bachchan is saying? Jaya Bachchan is saying they are helpless. We can't do anything. If you are helpless and you can't do anything, who you are? You are eligible to sit in the parliament, to sit in the floor of the house in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. If you are helpless, who has given you a privilege to just sit out in the Lok Sabha, in the Rajya Sabha floor? This is the main reason. If you are helpless, then we will act now, because this is the need of the hour. Would you agree? Would you harmonize this thing? Would you agree? Would you accord with this thing? Would you accede with this thing? That whatever the Jaya Bachchan is saying, that I am sitting in this floor of the house and I am helpless. Would you accede with this thing, that if they will react like this, we will be able to get the solution ever regarding that particular tender topic which is going on, and regarding the particular outrage thing which is going on in Delhi? Would you harmonize this thing? What do you think about it? Yes, sir.
No, I am not listening to this. Because Jaya Bachchan is also Rajya Sabha also a member, and she sit in the post of Rajya Sabha seat. So how can it possible she helpless, and which kind of problems they she face? I think she helpless. So. How can it possible we are safe in India?
Home Minister is saying, Home Minister is following the Britain track. Home Minister is saying that there will be a stricter decision which we will take after this incident, which we will take when we will get the conclusion, we will get the consequence. A stricter decision will be taken by us. Would you agree? Would you harmonize this thing, that they are just following a Britain track, or they will do something?
I think they are just passing the buck. They are doing nothing, and if they are want to do something, so they had been done something. And I think they are just passing the buck. They are just given a.
You want to say they didn't do anything, that's why they won't be able to do anything, and now they are absolutely making a smart fool of the people.
Yeah.
Okay, they are in a point of view that we are the asshole. That's why they are just making a fool of the people by making a hollow promise in front of the media. While addressing to the media, they are just making a hollow promise. Nothing else they are doing. This is the thing you want to say, actually.
Yes.
Oh,
And the question is that what kind of patriotism is this in India? What kind of patriotism? If some girl was being raped by somebody, then somebody will say in an administration and a bureaucrat will say that it's not their department, you have to go to another department. What kind of mentality is that? I mean, what kind of mentality? That we can't behave like a human. We are not having a humanity, we are not having an integrity now. We can just throw the woman from this department to that department and just, make a trouble. Okay, make a troubling situation, make a troubling status quo for that particular woman, that she will after some couple of days she will quit and say that I don't want to run my case. Yeah? So this is the main reason that they used to insult to the victimized woman. So this is a kind of behavior. This kind of behavior which is done by our administration, this kind of behavior is acceptable. What do you think about it?
I think if our department don't I think if our department don't do anything, strict step forward in these issues. They just insult in the victimized girl. They just embracing continuously, and it's an insult for all. It's an insult of all women and all the.
They are saying ashamed to be an Indian. I wonder if a politician care a little bit or sincere, hope they don't do politics on this. But they are just making a political issue. Why they are making this issue? A political issue? Why they are just converting this issue into a political issue? This is not a political issue. This is something where somebody did a brutalized act with a citizen of India. So this is not a political issue. But why they are just seeing this in a political angle? Why they are just seeing the situations? Why they, instead of taking a strict step forward, why they are making a political issue, and why they are just, why the NDA alliance and the opposition is just making this as a political issue. That it's they just want to become a beneficiary and they just want to earn the sympathetic vote. I am asking to you a very simple question. This is not a political issue. So why they are just reforming that issue from a simple issue to a political issue? Instead of taking a strict step forward, instead of taking a stricter actions, instead of getting up perpetrators and giving them a hard punishment like a capital punishment or a death sentence or a hang or a death sentence, instead of giving them a death sentence or a capital punishment, why? I'm asking why they are making this simple issue to a political issue. Why they are converting, why they are reforming. What do you think about it?
I think it's a very embarrassing condition of our city, because of it, it's not a political issue, but our politicians are just want convert in this issue is a political issue, but they just want to walk away our responsibility in one to another man, and they do nothing in embarrassing condition.
Okay. So, would you want to jump? Do you want to jump on that particular controversy which is going on? We are discussing that particular. We are doing the debate. A big debate is coming up. Yes. So you want to participate in that particular debate? No. Okay. So I am asking to you very simple and straightaway question, Mr. Tiku. What is the result? I mean, what is the result? I mean, if they won't hang that particular suspect, the convict person, so what could be the conclusion? What would be the conclusion according to you? What it perhaps be the conclusion? What it perhaps be the consequences? What it possibly the consequences according to you?
if protest is going on in all the women, so it would be possible, might be possible that penalties give all the rapists, but if they are cool and calm manners, so they are just convert in a political issue, and they are just had to in a law of custody.
Our law-making body is not behaving like they have to behave. So this is the main reason. Don't you think so that this is also a thing that our administration is not taking stricter actions towards it? That's why the other people and the civil rights have a grit to do a rape with a girl in a moving bus. What do you think about it?
This condition is a hair-raising story, and it's very stunt. All this time I'm listening you, and so what's the feeling of this girl? It's a most scary condition which they are suffering, and I can say nothing.
We have to discuss later. Let's move on.
We do 100%, and then we hear a very silly answer from the politician saying,
We just want the immensely answers from the politicians. We just want the answers from the politicians regarding that particular topic, that what they think about it.
when a woman is out that late and she's going to be wearing such clothes, she's asking for it. And then, I'm sorry.
Delhi CM and HM should be accountable and should come with a long-term action plan. Just cosmetic correction will not help. Just cosmetic correction. The small corrections won't help. Cosmetic corrections won't help. The small amendments won't help. They have to come up with a long-term action plan. Will they be able? Our Home Minister, Delhi Chief Minister and our Home Minister should be accountable and should come. They should come. But they would come? It could be possible. It would be possible. This is the main question. They will be able to come. This is the main question which I am asking to you. The CNIN campaign is saying enough is enough. Delhi CM and HM should be accountable. They are hell accountable. They are hell responsible for it, and we are not having any second thought regarding that. But the second thing, and should come with a long-term action plan. Will they be able to come out in front of the people with a long-term action plan? What do you think about it? Because this is just an issue which is going on, and we are embarrassed, and this is just a disgraceful act, and it's a unfortunate incident. It's a unfortunate that we are discussing that type of issues in a public debate, in a public open debate. So I am asking to you a very simple, in very simplified words, I am asking to you a very simplistic question. And the question is that will they be able to come with a long-term action plan? What do you think about it?
I can't say nothing in this question answer, because our politicians, CM, about the ladies, so Sheila Dixit don't make any strict actions in this condition, this position. So and it's a 4 days ago which incident is going on. So instead of taking action, they don't do anything. So
instead of taking an action, you want to say instead of taking an action, they are just blaming each other.
Yeah.
They are just playing a blame game.
Yeah.
Clear? They are just playing a blame game. So would you agree? Would you harmonize this thing? The woman is not safe, not at all. The woman is safe in India. Would you harmonize this thing? Because this is the question which I am asking to you. A very simple question. Miss Shivani, I will get back to you. Miss Shivani, that's very simplistic question which I am asking to you. The woman is not safe in India. The woman is not safe in Delhi NCR and inside Delhi NCR. Would you harmonize and would you accord this thing that the woman is not safe at all in Delhi and in India? Would you harmonize and would you accord this thing? Camera.
legalization not safe in India.
So you want to say they are not safe in India, and nothing. So every woman, if you talk about the women, they are not safe in India, not at all. But the whole statement which Sheila Dikshit is giving, Sheila Dikshit is saying, would you harmonize this thing? Sheila Dikshit is saying, according to Sheila Dikshit, the statement is you don't need to go outside in the dark. So would you harmonize and would you agree with this thing, with the statement of our Chief Minister, the Honorable Chief Minister, Ms. Sheila Dikshit, that this is just according to me this is just a bizarre statement which she gave. But according to you, would you agree? Would you concede? Would you accede with this thing? Would you harmonize this? Would you accord this? That whatever the statement which she gave, it is acceptable that women should not go outside in the dark.
I am not accepting this statement because of it. It's a double standard meaning of words, because one side she is saying why our girl is coming in a other side, in a outside ways, and they given a chance in a girl in a courage of conviction and in a ladli yojana and very status condition. So on one side he is saying they don't given a chance in a they should not go outside in dark. So how it can be possible?
I will get back to this question. The woman may be possible, and it perhaps be possible that the woman who is on ventilator in the hospital will take to rest. The got dead. Would you accept this thing that if she will got dead, then what will happen in India? According to you, what will happen? Because you know about all this now. What will happen?
I think something effect of India, because if all the women are protest in these conditions, in this protest, so it may be possible something is effect of our administration.
I will get back to you. What's the solution regarding that? The Bollywood is responsible for all of this. Do you agree with this? That Bollywood is absolutely responsible for all of this. So now, what should be the steps we need to take? What should be the steps we need to take regarding that particular, you can say, unfortunate issue which is going on? Regarding this particular embarrassed issue, because this is just an embarrassment and this is just a shamelessness of us, this is just a disgracefulness for us that we are discussing this issue with the girls, with the women. So do you agree this thing that Bollywood is responsible for all of this? Okay. So what do you think about it? What we should do now? You can just come forward. You have to go on. You have to come forward. I am asking to you a very simple question, and the question is, just come forward. I am asking to you a very simple question, and the question is, do you agree with this thing? Bollywood is absolutely having an entire involvement in this particular heinous crime, because of that, because of the Bollywood, the people used to motivate by these kind of movies, by these kind of pictures, and that's why they used to do these kind of heinous crimes. That's why the rate is going up, is rising up in a very accelerated mode, in a very fast track mode. What do you think about it?
I want to explain they do the rape, they hang the rapists. So I want hang the rapists.
You should ban the Bollywood. We should ban the Bollywood now. How can we ban the Bollywood?
I will CM and ministers and
okay. According to you, that what should be the steps we should now take? What should be the steps we should need to take regarding that particular this kind of unfortunate situation? Because it's such an unfortunate situation and it's such an unfortunate status for which we are discussing here. So I'm asking you a very simple question: that what should be the steps we should take? what should be the appropriate step for these kind of conditions. The woman is on ventilator, clear, and may possible she will get to rest. What perhaps be possible that she will get to rest. So I am asking to you a very straightaway question, that what should be the result? I mean, what should be the step? What should be the appropriate step for these kind of conditions? ऐसी कंडीशंस में हमें कौन सा कदम उठाना चाहिए? Okay, so according to CCTV cameras good enough. I am asking to you, Neetu, a very simple question. Instead of stopping the Bollywood, why they are saying that we should hang the rapist, or they are pointing out the finger, instead of they are pointing out the finger on the credibility of these kind of celebrities, these kind of, so I am asking to you a very simple question, that, why they are not pointing out a finger on Bollywood? Why they are not banning the Bollywood?
I think they are not blaming our Bollywood, and all are the women and all are the people को अपने अपने नजरिए से देखना है कि उनका कहाँ पर गलत है.
Actually, the main thing is, according to me, that Bollywood, if we talk about particularly Bollywood, according to Bollywood, they used to produce a vulgar movie, a seductive movie, and that's why these kind of movies used to motivate. Like Katrina Kaif used to do that of Song of Chikni Chameli and these kind of songs. So I am asking to you a very simple question. The question is that, as a sincere person, as an intellectual and as a professional, in a very professional manner, I am asking to you a very straightaway question. And the question is that, would you exceed this thing, that because of some kind of vulgar movies? I'm not blaming the entire Bollywood. I'm just saying that because of some celebrities and because of some vulgar movies, because they used to make a movie for the senior citizens, they used to make a movie for the youngsters, they used to make a movie for the professionals, they used to make a movie for the, so every kind of man and every kind of human is being targeted by these kind of Bollywood directors. Okay, and that's why they are making a huge amount of money. That's why they have become an entrepreneur. So I'm not crazy up, but now the city is on hold, and the city want an answer. The city want an appropriate answer for this question mark. For this question mark, they just want answer. They just want a real answer, appropriate answer. Because now, if something will happen with their family members, that's why they came into the streets, and that's why they're just doing protests against it. It is such a horrible situation for the whole India, that what will happen? But I am asking to you a very simplistic question, and the question is that because of some vulgar movies of the Bollywood, this kind of incidents we used to do the face off. Would you exceed this thing? Would you harmonize this?
Yeah, I'm exceed these things, and I'm also agree. If our youngsters look up some Bollywood movies, and they motivate the heinous protest and heinous function in this condition, and they just thinking in a mentality is a very
it's just okay. At a point taken, it's just a recipe of anarchy.
Yeah.
That the woman is biting a bullet.
Yeah.
And according to me, this is just a tip of the iceberg. I am asking to you this question because we have some questions there. I have plenty questions. I have plenty more questions which I will ask you. But I will ask you some simple questions and some last 5 or 6 questions I will ask you. The question is that woman is biting a bullet right now. Women is biting a bullet in this kind of status quo. Administration is helpless. Parliamentarians is helpless. They don't want to take a serious step forward. I am asking now in this situation, what should be the step? Because if we will talk about all these kind of guys, all these kind of celebrities, they have their safe haven. So nobody will attack them. Nobody will attack Malika Sherawat. Nobody will attack Katrina Kaif. Nobody will attack Rakhi Sawant. everybody was, the mango girl is suffering. Okay, so this is the kind of situation we are having. I am asking to you this question that have we completely lost our tradition, our long-standing tradition? Have we lost completely our long-standing tradition? What do you think about it?
I think it may be possible have we lost our continuing.
क्या हम अपनी संस्कृति को भुला चुके हैं? क्या हमारी संस्कृति खत्म हो चुकी है? Have we lost our long-standing tradition?
Completely not, but something we are forgetting.
Okay. So why the administration is not taking a step forward? This is the question which I was asking. Why they acting like Devachan said that she is helpless. In sitting in the floor of the house, in Lok Sabha, she is saying, I am helpless, I can't do anything. Then who will do? The Barack Obama will come in India and he will do. Who will do? This is the appropriate question which I am asking. If you are saying you are helpless, you can't do anything, then who will do? The Barack Obama is the President of America, he will take a step forward as an Indian. What do you think about it?
I think administration have a privilege to all do something, but they just pass in the work, or they just want to a single line, simplify words. We are helpless and we do nothing.
If you talk about the movement, the 50% girls, I'm not blaming the 100% boys. Many of the girls is also having not a good atmosphere in their offices, in their colleges, and most of the girls is not good. I'm talking about the 100% girls. 100% girls are not good. 50% girls are good. So why they are not pointing out the finger on the girls? Why they are only pointing out the finger on boys? I'm not taking the side of the boys, but I'm just saying only one simple question, that because the girl is also held responsible for this work status quo which we are facing off. So why they are not pointing out a finger on girls? 50% girls are also wrong. 50% girls are also having an entire involvement in these type of status quo. 50 girls are also must take accountability for these type of status quo which we are confronting right now, which we are doing a face off. So why they are not pointing out a finger on the women, and instead of pointing out the finger on women, why they are just pointing out a finger on men? Why they used to point out politicians, why they used to point out administration, why they used to point out Sheila Dixit, why they used to point out CM, why somebody is not pointing out the finger on the girls who is having entire involvement? Who must take accountability for this situation? Who must take accountability because we are doing a face off with this situation? What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's right. Some girls were realized not a good atmosphere in the boys, so that's why it happened. But I can talk about something in this situation.
If you will be in the place of Chief Minister, what the step you will take? Let's imagine that you are the Chief Minister of India. Let's take an example. Okay, let's assume that you are the Chief Minister of India. Then what will be your next step?
I think in this situation definitely
I'm not getting you. Pardon?
I think in this situation, I look in this situation that's why that penalty is good enough.
So you will get the death penalty.